hello there. I guess you'd be fellow Facebookians. I don't know, Facebookians. I don't know what you call each other. Call each other Americans. How'd that be? Well, of course, then I got a lot of friends that live in different countries. I guess they probably wouldn't want to be called Americans. They damn sure don't want Obama for a leader. But anyway, got done watching the 5. That was pretty interesting today. And seemed like old Newt and Romney, they've been on running around. Guess Perry, he made a couple of gaffes again. They're beating him up on that again. I just don't think I don't think the media likes Perry. You know how the media is. If they don't like it, they're going to bait you till you're dead. But they're talking about old Newt and Romney is talking about illegals in Israel. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about Israel. I read the Bible now and then, been to church a couple times, and it's, when it all hits the fan the last of the years, it's going to happen in Israel. It says the world's going to be against Israel. But right now, we know the Muslims are against Israel in a big way. I think we ought to support Israel. I don't think we ought to be supporting a lot of these other countries. Why do we have all these troops over in Korea? Get that thing settled. Hell, we ain't done nothing since the 50s. Tell them, okay, we're taking our ball and going home. Take our troops home. 30,000 troops. They look pretty good on our border. Over there in England, Russia fell a long time ago. Why do we put a bunch of troops over in England and Germany and all over Europe? Well, we bring them home. Everybody worries about this, that, and the other thing, but nobody wants to support Israel. Now, I'm a firm supporter of Israel. If you don't like that, I'm right in there someplace. I think it's over on that side. There's a little button that shuts me up. Okay. Illegal aliens. For the life of me, I don't understand this one. The DEA says 95% of the coke that comes into this country comes across the Mexican border. But nobody wants to close the Mexican border. They said 40 to 50% of the marijuana coming into the United States come across the southern border. If you don't want the damn drugs, close the border. Sounds like that'd be the way to go. As much money as we started on this, we got this. The DEA started back when we started this damn war on drugs. How's that working out for you, America? Spending billions of dollars. We got tons of drugs. We got more drug addictions going on in the United States now than we did back then. So, how's that working? Kind of like anything else the government gets their fingers into. Not worth a damn. So, let's close the southern border. Now, we close the southern border. They said, well, we need people to pick our lettuce. 2%. 2% of illegal aliens work in agriculture. And just for you guys' record, the government calls landscaping agriculture because it has grass, yards. Not the kind of grass that they sneak across the border and sell to our kids. The other kind of grass, the stuff that grows and be mowed. Okay. So, how about this? Close the border so they can't come in. If we do need people to work, give them a card. Kind of like a Visa card or bank card. You know, because if you give them a credit card, damn credit card companies will beat their doors down to find out where they're at and get their money back. So if they use the same system, we'll know where our aliens are at. Then we keep track of them. Give them a 6-month visa. We can send them home. We go track them down. And Jose, he's working at Walmart, sitting on 32nd Street. Go to 32nd Street, say, hey, Jose, time for you to go. Here's your bus ticket. See ya. Adios. Have a good one. Reply, get another one. Come on back. You know, I don't see how that's a big problem. People that hire illegal aliens. How do we take and punish them? If we read that stupid bill they got in the house, it's going to be, we're going to fine them a couple $1,000s maybe. Well, if you got a landscaping crew or a roofing crew, and you got 5 or 6 people working for you, and you put about 50 or 60,000 in your pocket every year, and you're making a little bit of money, and then you got people like Tyson or big meat packing sheds and other stuff that are making millions of dollars a year, and their CEOs making $1 million a year. How come it's fair to fine them with the same amount? You got progressive taxes in the United States. Let's have progressive fines. How about this for a fine? I catch you with an illegal alien working for you. We have E-Verify. If you do not use E-Verify and he's working for you, I'm going to fine you one time the amount that the top dog in your company was paid last year. For these guys that have their own little companies, that would be whatever you paid taxes on last year. That's what your fine's going to be. So last year's going to be a rub for you. For people like Tyson Foods, you know, the chicken people, you know what I'm talking about. You find one for working for them, you find them what the CEO makes. Last time I looked, the CEO made $2.1 million. Okay? You take the fines, that's how you run the enforcement agency, by fines. I'll tell you what, if people quit hiring illegals, illegals go home. Because look at this, if you have E-Verify before you get on welfare, you got to E-Verify before you get in school, and E-Verify before you get a job. You got to make sure you have a social security card that's valid and it has a person and a name backing up the number. They'll be out of work. Ain't no work, ain't no government program, ain't no welfare. They'll go back to wherever they come from. That's a bunch of them right there. So here's what we've done so far. We closed the border. We've denied them work. We've denied them welfare. We've denied their kids' schools. Okay? Everybody's like, well, how about that old boy that's been over there for 25 years, bought himself a house, got 2 generations underneath him? Fine. If you want him to stay, let's work out a deal with him. You stay in my country that you broke into, broke laws to get here, and this is how we're going to work it out. You're going to pay Social Security from now on. Whatever you pay from now on, you'll get those Social Security benefits back. That's it. If you need other assistance, you'll go to your children. Go to your anchor baby kids. They'll support you. All you're going to get is what you work for. Social Security, Medicare, period. If you put in a little bit, you're going to get a little bit out. Okay? You need a little bit more, you go back to your kids or go back home. We don't care. Alright? How'll that work for you? So, I don't see this immigration problem being, oh, we're going to have to round up 11 billion, wait a minute, where did they come up with 11 million people out? That was what they said in 2004. How they figure out, how they come up with that number? That's how many people they figured was working in the United States in 2004. How many think working there now? How many think that they're not counting because their family got kids in school? Are they counting the kids in school? Are they counting the people on welfare? Are they counting the ones in prison? You know, there's some counties out to west out there that anywhere from 25 to 40% of their prisons are illegal aliens. And I don't call me a damn racist. I'm not a racist, because the problem comes, majority of them come from Mexico. Maybe we should have the same laws Mexico has. Go down there south of Mexico and try to break into Mexico and get caught coming from South America and see what happens to you. Guarantee you they're not going to give your kids free school, and guarantee you they're not going to put you on welfare. They're not going to ask you if you want a job. Guarantee it. So, maybe we ought to look at this illegal alien thing a little bit better. Maybe we ought to do things a little different the way we do things. Well, anyway, that's my short rant on illegal aliens for today. See ya.